See, right from the first day, I have been saying that there is no connection between Rhea Chakraborty and Sushant Singh's death. The Mumbai police during that time had filed an ADR, accidental death report, which investigated the case and found that there was no prosecutable evidence. Though the case was not closed, it was still being investigated as an ADR. And since the Mumbai police was still in the midst of investigation, which according to the family of Sushant Singh was not palatable to them. They filed a FIR in Patna alleging that Rhea Chakraborty had misappropriated 15 crores of rupees of Sushant Singh from his account, as well as been cause for his death. And this went on for some time, and we approached the Honorable Supreme Court. The Honorable Supreme Court, after hearing all the parties, transferred the case to Patna, though the incident had taken place in Bombay. We protested. In spite of that, the Honorable Supreme Court transferred the case to the CBI and held that the case registered in Patna was prosecutable and did not interfere with the objections that we had taken. I submit that law is not the correct law, and ultimately some larger bench must look into that kind of judgment that has been passed and set the law correctly. Be that as it may, Rhea Chakraborty faced the investigations. During that time, she was hounded by 3 agencies. One was the NCB, one was the ED, and one was the CBI, apart from the Bombay police who had already investigated the case and come to a finding that it was a suicide case. So once the CBI opened the case, she appeared before the CBI, presented herself whenever she was called for. Her father was called for. Everyone in the family was interrogated. In spite of interrogating all of them, they could not find any evidence. And ultimately, relying upon the medical evidence that was collected during that time and the second opinion which was obtained from AIMS, the CBI has now come to a conclusion that it's a closed case and filed a report. But there are so many disgruntled persons who are raising voices. They can take steps as admissible in the law. One of the steps is that the victim's family can file a protest petition, which is a normal procedure in a court of law. If the learned magistrate or the special judge before whom the report is filed is convinced that this case needs to be looked into again by some other agency or by the CBI, it can order a further investigation. Or there's also a provision that the learned magistrate may ask the victim's family to lead evidence before a court of law. And if at all there is a case made out, he can come to a conclusion in either way. But as the matter stands today, Rhea Chakraborty has been pronounced not guilty and there's no prosecutable evidence, because right from the first day, I have said that Rhea Chakraborty had nothing to do with the death of Sushant Singh, which was caused on 14th of June 2020. Mainly because Sushant Singh Rajput and Rhea Chakraborty are living together. Rhea Chakraborty had found that he needed a psychiatric treatment and had referred him to 5 doctors. All those doctors had recommended that Sushant Singh should be put under medication, which was meant for his mental state. On the side, Sushant Singh used to consume drugs. So she had always complained to the doctors that consuming drugs and consuming medicine at the same time could be a cocktail and could cause a lot of hindrance to his health. In spite of that, he did not stop. One of the reasons why he shifted from doctor to doctor, he went to 5 doctors, was because he was advised to stop smoking drugs or consuming drugs. But sometimes you can't help a patient. So even on the 5th occasion when she reported to the doctor that he was consuming drugs and medicines together, he threw her out of the house. To such an extent that Shovik Chakraborty was asked to come there and fetch his sister. Her bags were packed and she was thrown out of the house on the 8th of June 2020. From 8th of June 2020 till 14th of June 2020, there was no contact once Rhea Chakraborty heard that he had committed suicide, she tried to attend the funeral. She was stopped from attending the funeral. She had a glance of the body in the hospital. That was the end of it. So, with such a case, I am not surprised that the CPA has filed a closure report.